Hello and welcome to the end of week 27 of the Jeff Galloway Run-Walk-Run program. Old dried up stump to marathoner, my edition. Well, today we have some pretty good weather for March. Kind of cloudy, a little bit of wind going on. We hope we're going to beat the rain. But we're going to be out here for a while because today, 17 miles. And kind of hit the dread factor there when we thought about 17. It's like, that's a long way. But just looking at it, in the grand scheme of things, it's getting us closer and closer to the Newport Marathon. So we'll put it in the books. It's a nice slow run, so taking our time, taking it easy, just putting in the distance, because when you put in the distance, that builds your endurance. So it'll be nice. We'll keep telling ourselves that. Maybe we'll talk to you a little bit farther down the road. And that was all she wrote, because as the miles get longer, my brain gets softer, and I have a hard time finding the little button on my pocket camcorder that turns it off. I left it on in the pouch, and by the time I got back around to recording another segment, it was dead. And I'd thought about just bagging this video for some reasons that'll become evident here shortly, but I thought about it and reconsidered, because the reason that I have made this series is to really show you the journey from being a completely sedentary recliner chair jockey to a marathoner, and that it is possible for an ordinary old guy to get out of the house and become a marathoner, and hopefully to get you out there running too. This run was done on Saturday, and on the Wednesday previous all night I was up with a rather severe gallbladder attack, so I got almost no sleep. The Thursday run was just horrid. I've had a bit of a head cold for almost a week, and I've been coughing the entire time, so kind of fighting that off. At the same time, fighting off a gallbladder problem, fighting off not sleeping. And then also my Thursday runs have been increased by my coach, Jeff, from just a half-hour run to 1 mile intervals. And so I kind of went into this run knowing that it wasn't going to be the most fun thing in the world, and it was going to be the longest run that I'd ever done in my life. And so it went slowly, as it should on any long run. The minimum is at least 2 miles or 2 minutes a mile slower than you're capable of running, so I was bouncing more towards 3 just to keep it in there. And by mile 10 I was really starting to feel it, and by mile 13 it was kind of puzzling, because I ran 13.1 in the Princess with relative ease and with negative splits. I kept getting faster the farther I ran, and that wasn't happening this day. I was getting slower the farther I ran. And once we got to 15 miles, I was just trying to finish. My legs were just like lead. And I didn't hit the wall, but I have seen the wall, and I know what color it's painted. It is painted black. But it was just 15 seconds at a time, getting through the run, taking my walk break, getting through 15 seconds of running and taking my walk break. And that got me through it, 17.01 miles. And even in your darkest hours, if you keep a positive mental attitude, if you just keep going, 15 seconds, just keep going, 15 seconds, 1 foot in front of the other, you can do it. Next long run is 20 miles. We'll see what happens, but in the meantime, we've got 5 other runs that we've got to run, and hopefully we'll work those kinks out, get the head cold done with, hopefully get the gallbladder settled down. Had another attack last night, so I'm a little under the weather today. So by tomorrow, we're kind of looking forward to something a little bit better. But the rains are coming, so we have a week of rain that's supposed to be coming, so we'll be running out in the rain, which will add another dimension to this whole thing. And it doesn't matter, because it's all about finishing. It's not about being the world's greatest athlete, because I know that'll never happen for me, and that may not happen for you. I'm not the fastest guy out there. I'm one of the slow ones. I'm just looking to finish. But in finishing, you become that elite group that 99 point whatever fraction of a percent of the population will never ever get to be. And you won't get there unless you go out there and you do it. Nobody said it was going to be easy. Easy is something that people do. They don't want to walk. They sit down in a little hover-round chair and let the chair do the walking for them. And that's why the obesity problem in the United States is just so horrible. We cater to obesity. We supersize everything. We eat way too much junk food. We don't walk enough. We don't run. We don't exercise. And that got us to where we are today as a society. That got me to where I was, sitting back in my recliner chair with a remote control, and trying to cure that. And you can cure that too if you'll just get out there and start running. And I guarantee you, if you get out there and start running, I won't be slacking off. I'll be seeing you out there on the road.